Hello everyone, welcome to Kitabi. Guys, today we are going to take a very important chapter of CAT, and that is para summary. So first of all, let's understand what para summary is. Let's see the definition of para summary. See it. The paragraph summary question asks you to choose an option that succinctly captures the essence of a paragraph, which is usually about 100 to 150 words. The paragraph is followed by 4 options. Guys, you get a paragraph that's about 100 to 150 words, and you get the 4 options, and out of the 4 options you have to choose an option that correctly summarize the given paragraph. Guys, if you see the definition here, you get a very important word, that is succinctly. What does it mean? It means to the point, clear and short. Now that's very important. When you read the paragraph and when you get to the options, you have to choose an option that is to the point, clear and short. That is the basic requirement of a paragraph summary question. Okay guys, let's move ahead. Now, what is the importance of paragraph summary question? It's very, very important. Why? Because it is the regular part of CAT syllabus. It's coming every year, year after year. And how many questions we get from it? We are getting about 3 to 4 questions. And 3 to 4 questions means 10 to 12 marks. You can understand the importance of it. 10 to 12 marks in verbal ability can make the difference of thousands of ranks. You can understand the importance by it. Okay, let's understand what para summary is. Let's see the details of para summary. How we, read the passage. How do we attempt the question. Let's see all the things. Okay. Now, first of all, before going to the, particular paragraph things, details of the paragraph, I'm going to ask you a question. A very important question and very, good question. You love it. And what's that? How would you summarize your favorite 2-hour movie? Obviously you guys have your favorite movie. That may be of Christopher Nolan, that may be of Martin Scorsese, and maybe of our Indian director Anurag Kashyap. How would you summarize your favorite movie? You get many situations in the movie, but while summarizing the movie, would you keep all the situations? Would you keep all the situations in summarization? Think about it. And similarly, how would you summarize your favorite 200-page book? How? In your book, you get many examples, you get many situations. But while summarizing it, would you put all the examples? Would you put all the situations? Is it the case? An answer, we all know, answer is no. We don't put all the situations, all the examples while summarizing something. Then what do we put? Then comes the component of the paragraph. While reading the paragraph, you get to, understand a paragraph is comprised of 2 things. One is core ideas and other is supporting ideas. Author tries to tell you something. Author tries to tell you about some core idea, and to explain that idea, author gives supporting points. Author gives, supporting ideas and some examples also. So, before attempting the question, before understanding the para summary, we have to understand it consists of core ideas, core points, and supporting ideas. Let's move ahead. Okay. First of all, when you get the paragraph and when you get the 4 options, you have to check which is the correct para summary, which is the summary of the given paragraph. But for that, we have to understand what a proper summary looks like. What it looks like, we have to check that. Then we can get to the correct option. So let's, understand these 3 points. Summary should capture the author's position and tone. this paragraph is of some particular author. Author wants to say something through this paragraph. Author maintains a particular tone through this paragraph. So you have to get into the, mind of the author. And you have to understand what is the author's tone, what is the author's position. Because it is author's paragraph, not yours, guys. So think as the author is thinking. Okay, I hope you understand this point. Now, the second point is summary must contain the central theme of the passage and the major ideas. As I was saying, a paragraph consists of core ideas and the supporting ideas. And therefore, core ideas have to be there in your summary. They have to be present in your summary with major ideas. What happened? There are some major ideas and there are some minor ideas. There are some very valuable information you get in the paragraph. And there are, less valuable information you get in the paragraph. So you have to demarcate. First of all, what is the central theme? What are the major ideas supporting it? And what are the minor ideas, less valuable information in the paragraph? And summary should contain, obviously, central theme and major ideas. And the third point is, summary should be in a clear and succinct manner. As I was saying, succinct, to the point, clear cut, short and crisp. That a summary should look like. When you choose the option, you should see, that option is following this, all the requirements or not, all the points or not. You have to check that first. A broader view of the options. All right, let's move to other slide. Now, how to attempt such questions? What we have to follow, what we have to observe in such questions in the paragraph summary questions. Okay, now see the points. You must understand the paragraph clearly. Now, this is a very important point, guys. Everything falls upon it. Everything is what you have on your hand. You have to understand that first. First, you have to understand what the author is saying. Unless you don't understand the paragraph, how do you, going to answer the questions? You have to understand what author is saying. What is the meaning of the paragraph? Line to line, you have to understand that. Because, questions are made on this complexity. The first hurdle is, do you understand the paragraph or not clearly? Do you understand the author's position or not? Do you understand the author's tone or not? That's the first point. If you understand the paragraph, then comes the, different other things. But first of all, you must understand the paragraph clearly. And for that, you have to read the paragraph very attentively, very actively, with full concentration. That's very important. Second point is, map the points while reading the paragraph. Guys, while reading the paragraph, your paragraph should not be very dull. You have to be very attentive. And while reading the paragraph, you have to be very calculative. Why? Because you have to choose the best option. Calculative means, obviously, when I talked about the paragraph, paragraph has 4 points and supporting ideas, major and minor ideas. While reading the paragraph, you have to map the points in your mind. You have to map the points. What do you have to map? You have to keep the mental note of major points in the paragraph. Again, core points and supporting points. While reading the paragraph, understand what the paragraph is talking about, what can be the central theme, and what are the major ideas. These are the things you have to note down. And where? Mental note. That's important, guys. Mental note. Okay, then try to identify the main idea, theme of the paragraph. A paragraph runs around central idea. This is the central idea. And authors want to give other points, other examples, just supporting it, central idea. So your biggest task is to get the central idea. Author's central point, he wants to debate, he wants to convey. And everything, runs around it. That's important. So guys, try to identify the main idea, theme of the paragraph. What does that mean? That means where the heart of the paragraph lies. Heart of the person lies here, and where the heart of the paragraph lies. What is that? That is the central theme. That is the main idea. If you catch the main idea, guys, everything becomes simple. Why? Because best option has the central theme. That's the thing. Okay, let's move ahead. Okay, now let's understand more characteristics of the correct option or correct summary. Nothing apart from what is given in the... Now, this information is very, very important. Very important when you choose the best option. Nothing apart from what is given in the paragraph. You have read the paragraph. Okay, now you have come to the option. What do you have to check? Any option should not have anything extra that is not given in the paragraph. They smartly give something extra that looks similar to the paragraph, but what I said, you have to keep the, mental note of the points. When you keep the mental notes of the major points of the ideas of the paragraph, and when you get to the options and read the options, you understand, oh, this option has something else that is not present in the paragraph. Oh my God, I have to remove it because that's the author's paragraph, not somebody else's. And our author has given everything in the paragraph. What do you have to do? You have to summarize those, not giving additional points. Keep in mind this thing. Nothing apart from what is given in the paragraph. So, second thing, no distortion of the idea information of the paragraph. What happened? In some option, they will talk about the central theme, but slightly change the meaning, slightly goes, away from the topic, try to deviate from the topic. So what is the solution? Solution is to understand the paragraph, keep the mental notes of points. Points should not be altered. That's important thing. If a paragraph talks about, selection of a football team, paragraph should talk about, if talking about selection of football team, points should also talk about selection, not something else, not the conflicts. Okay, not the pay and perks. Selection, what the main paragraph is talking about. Not about which team is, big and which is small. The exact thing, the selection, that's important. And what are the criteria? What are other points? Talking about selection, that would be supporting points. Okay, so what is the central theme? What is the core point? That is important, and that should not be distorted. That has to be as it is in the option. You have to choose such option. Okay, should not leave out any critical information. It should not leave out major ideas, central theme and the major ideas. If some information is very critical, very important to the central theme, that has to be present in the paragraph. All right. Now, should not overstate or understate. It should not exaggerate what is given by the author. Author gives something in some particular tone, in some particular meaning, in some particular words. It should not be exaggerated in the options. Option has to maintain the intensity, maintain the tone. It should not have such words that exaggerate what is given in the paragraph, and also not understate. It should not also understate. Means given less. You have to give what has been given by the author. Not overstate, not understate. You have to move as it is, author's position. Okay, now guys, what happened? Whenever you get, that's where the examiner plays. Examiner give you such passages, which you might have seen somewhere, and that may be, emotionally attached to you, or you have some, personal opinions, personal views about it. You might get, very, very, very excited reading it. And what happened? You suddenly started to use your personal opinions. but you have to, separate the paragraph from your opinions, because that's not your paragraph. That's author's paragraph. So be neutral while reading it. Don't attach emotions. See what author has given. Your personal opinions are not required in choosing the option. That's important. Please keep in mind, don't get such emotions. Don't get very emotional while choosing the right option. All right, let's move ahead. Now, choosing the correct option, we have understood what is summary based questions, how many questions come, what is the importance, how to attempt, what are the components. Let's come to choosing the correct options. What you have to really follow while choosing the correct options. You have understood the passage. Okay, you have understood the passage well. Now you have come to the options. What you have to do now, again, the very important thing is read all the options carefully. Read all the options carefully. You cannot give more weightage to your favorite option. There's no my favorite option and less favorite. No, you cannot give more weightage to any particular option. You have to take all the options alike. So read all the options carefully. That's important. And examiner plays with each word. He has the capacity to play with each word. So be careful about, I'm saying again, be careful about each and every word used in the option. One word can, make your answer wrong. One word can make your answer correct. So be careful, because that is a summary. And summary is what? Obviously very less in, less than the whole paragraph. And you have just some lines of the summary. So some lines means you have to be careful about each and every word in that line. Each and every word is very important. So give importance to each and every word used in the options while reading the options very carefully. Now, after that, the very important method is called elimination method. Guys, there is one method, that is selection method. You are choosing, you're choosing the option that's your favorite. You think it is the correct because it is all the things that is given in the paragraph. But other method is first eliminate the bad options or the options that have, that have big flaws. So I would suggest elimination method is, most helpful. It is most helpful. What you have to do, you read all the options carefully. You understand, each and every word of the option. Now you check that, you match that with the components of the paragraph. What are the components? Central theme, major ideas. Then first eliminate the option that is completely deviated from the summary. That has, the information that is not present in the summary. That has, very much distorted the summary. Very much distorted the information of the paragraph. So what are they? They have big flaws in them. So you can easily eliminate the options that have big flaws. But after that you get some close options. Now the important thing comes to differentiate between the close option. Okay, so when I say choose the best option, what happens? When I'm saying, a summary should have, central theme and major ideas. People think and they read the option and they think, oh, some idea is not present in this option. This option looks like the answer, but even this option doesn't have all the information or all the major ideas. But here, when I say apply elimination method, there is importance of comparison. When you compare 4 options, when you get close to the 2 options, you have to choose the best option. And listen to it. What happened? The best option sometimes some option looks like the answer, but they don't have some of the information. That might be some major ideas given in the paragraph. And what happened? People leave it. People think, oh, it has missed some of the ideas. But I'm saying this is comparison. Sometimes even the correct option, best option, might not have some of the ideas or some of the major ideas present in the paragraph. But what does it have? It has central theme. It necessarily has central theme. So, comparison and elimination is very important. That's very important. So, first, yes, read the options, compare the options, eliminate the options that have big flaws, and then come to the options which are very close. Then you have to choose the best option. Okay, let's move ahead. I hope you have understood these points. Let's move ahead. Okay. Now some final points. As I was saying, read each and every word of the options very carefully. So check the minute differences. When I say minute, it can be even an article, guys. Even an article. That is very important. You cannot say these are small things, these are big things. This is language. Any word can play. And this is language. Moreover, this is cat. Okay. So it can play with any word. So check the minute differences between the options. Now, what I was saying, if you get close to the two options are very close, the best option always maintains the focus. Always maintains the focus. What is focus? Heart of the passage. It always maintains the focus. It always maintains the core idea, central theme, heart of the passage. You cannot leave it. So, when two options are very close, choose the option that maintains the focus. Don't lose the focus. All right. So, now the essence is more important than the less valuable information. While reading the paragraph, you understand what is less valuable, what is more valuable. As I was saying, major points, minor points, and the central theme. Focus is more important. Essence is more important than the less valuable information. The best option might lose some of the points, but it never loses central theme, the focus, the heart. Okay. So, let's see what we have. Now, the final point, how to develop the skills for para summary. Read the articles of newspapers, magazines, and try to identify the crux of them. We all know for CAT, reading is the most important part. And while focusing on the para summary, when we read newspapers, magazines, you just read articles and think, what is crux? What is the gist? What is the main idea? And what are some major ideas supporting the main ideas? And what you can do while practicing, that's important. That's important. What you can do? You can practice, and I would say you should practice like this at home. Then while attempting the real questions in mocks, in real exams, you just have to do, the way I, taught you. But while practicing at home, read the articles of newspapers and magazines, try to think the crux, and try to write the summary. Write the summary means points. In the forms of points, you write the summary. You write the summaries of those articles, and while just practicing the questions, for some questions you can do these things. For some questions, what you can do? You read the paragraph, you note down the major points and see those major points are present in which of the options. You just check, oh, this option has this point, missing this point. This option, oh, it has all the points. This option, it doesn't have, 2-3 major points. This way you can practice. This is the, beginning phase, practicing. And obviously, I'm saying reading and practicing. Reading means reading stuff. Make the habit of reading, and read, regularly. And this is a specific. Practice the para summary questions. Practice the same questions. So guys, that's all about the concepts of para summary. In further videos, in further classes, we are going to deal with the questions that will check you on the concepts of para summary. Till then, stay tuned to Kitabi and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Thanks a lot.